I have one question. What is the difference between, or if there is any, between futures and derivatives?
A future, right? Just try, I'm going to switch a bit into professor mode here now, okay? So a future, right, is you look at the price of something tomorrow and you say, I want to buy it at a determined strike price tomorrow, okay? So if I look at the price of Bitcoin today, and I say tomorrow, I think it's going to be 10% lower than it is today. So I want to buy a right to strike it at that price, right? It's a strike price, whether it's higher or lower, but the most important is the strike price. Then I pay you a right to buy it from you at that price, that strike price. That's a future trade. Okay. So futures run most of the world. If you look at all the oil, for instance, let's use one of the places where futures work a lot, is oil and gas contracts. Almost all the oil and gas that we produce in the world
forecasted
has already been sold off with futures, right? Because the oil producer wants a guarantee of income. He doesn't want to be exposed to market volatility. So he says, I'll give you my oil at $60 a barrel. And then I guarantee you that I will buy it from you at $60 a barrel, whenever you produce it. And then I lock in, I go resell a future of that oil to somebody else and say, I will sell it to you at 65 a barrel. If it goes to 80, he makes money. He buys it from me at 65. I pay the producer 60 and he gets the difference between 65 and 80 or whatever is above. But he also is buying the risk.
Yes, if it was sold for 55.
Yes, it could go to 55, right? So futures is basically you are buying an option on a prediction of what the price will be tomorrow. All right? Derivatives, on the other hand, are derived from things you create on the original value of that stuff. So if I hold futures, you can sell me a contract on that future. You can manufacture new products. You can manufacture it you can create it as a new investable asset that I go buy. I now own 50% of your futures contract. A future is an option on a prediction. A derivative is
derived from current prices?
No, derived from the current nature of the asset.
Okay.
You asked about the 2008 financial crisis. So your mortgage, right, is in a way a future. The landlord is giving you the finished house, right? The owner of the house is giving the finished house. And he is taking a price, which is a future on your expected payments. Then he's like, for the next 35 years, this person is going to pay me 11,000 a month, give or take 2% over exchange rate, and you expect that exchange rates are not going to go, interest rates are not going to go too crazy, right? So he is taking a future, right, on your future income. So he's gambling on you retaining stability of income. That trade is a future trade. Right? Your mortgage is a future trade. Then he takes your mortgage, that contract you have. Remember, he doesn't have, so the house is 6 million. Your total repayment is going to go towards 9 million. That future trade, that prediction that your income will retain stability enough for you to pay off the 9 million, that's premium, 3 million between the current spot price of 6 million if you pay cash today and the 3 million extra over the next 35 years is the future trade. Then he takes that 3 million, which he doesn't have in his account, and creates it as a bundle of assets and says,
so does that become the derivative now?
Yes. Now he calls it any name he wants to call it. He can fractionalize that 3 million, right, over 10 of it, and resell it to Yushin or to somebody else and say, you take 10% of this future 3%, right? And let's call it whatever he calls it. Now, that new contract he has created is a new asset class and it's a derivative.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. So we sidetracked pretty much, but that thing that you were talking about, that for the the feature of QuicTrader that you're most excited about?
Is the reselling of orders.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
So without giving away too much of the source, did we cover that thing?
Which thing? The reselling of orders.
Is it that thing where you could just basically resell them?
You're adding a markup to an already existing.
Let's stick to the examples we've been using now, right? We're talking about futures and derivatives on a mortgage, right? So it's not usually the bank who issued the contract, the mortgage contract, who takes it and goes to give it to the people who collateralize it, who make a derivative of the mortgage, right? Because the bank perhaps maybe is their property division, okay? They've packaged all these like 30,000 homes and they have a mortgage for 35 years on all this. Now, their core business is the management of those assets to make sure that the payments come in on time and everything. That's their core business. They are not in but they need to add value. The derivatives people need to add value to that trade and make more money from it. So somebody has to take it and earn a commission on selling it to other people who want to invest in the underlying payments that are going to be received. So every market always has that person who is a specialist in selling another person's assets. The world of crypto doesn't have that yet.
Until now.
That's crazy.
We're only starting in Africa. I think we're only starting.
Yeah. Is that the same? Is that the same thing that you're excited about, David? Is the reselling of the?
Yes. So I'm excited about the reselling of offers because it's so similar to copy trading that I've been doing with Arthur on. I think the platform was OKX. But I think the max you make. Let's say he's getting a return of like 116%, because he's been pulling crazy numbers like that. He's watching and he knows what he's doing. Even if you put down like 5K to copy all of Arthur's trades, the gain, because you don't own the crypto, you're just copying his trades, the gains you get are very small. So that's why I'm excited about this, because you can use other people's offers, right? Essentially like other people's reputations, that's the way I understand it as well. So let's say someone's got a lot of views or whatever on that offer and you're getting no traction on your own, but you're selling the same thing really. You can copy their offer and just add a markup on that. I think it also helps in terms of, I don't want to get too into it. I don't actually know too much about if it's going to be commission or how we're going to label that income.
Well, it's a commission, right? It's a commission. So if you resell another person's assets, you get paid a commission, right? So you say, look, here's this good offer. So let's say I've got 1 BTC in my wallet and I'm selling it at 5% above market price. But there's somebody somewhere who's willing to buy at 9% above market price.
And so let's say I'm that person that not buying, but I'm the person that's going to resell your 5% above market price, and I'm gonna sell it to someone for 9% above market price, right? So I then find the client, and that person purchases using your offer, and then you make your 5%, and then I make my 4%, without even needing to have any money at all. That's crazy. So I don't even need money to start P2P then at all.
Absolutely. You don't need money to start P2P. You find clients.
That's it. So you just find clients, bring them to the platform, and you can add your own markup on someone else's offer, and there you've just made money
from nothing.
By finding clients with having absolutely nothing. You just need to know people who want crypto.
Absolutely. Now, in every market in the world, that's how it works. It's only in crypto that we don't have that yet.
So it's basically just about networking then.
What's that Kawasaki guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad and some other famous books? Robert Kawasaki, Kiyosaki, my bad. He spoke about, I don't know, somewhere in the middle of the book, he's speaking about when he purchased a house with no money. He went to an auction and then I think he delayed payment for that house, and he found someone to purchase it at a marked up, he found someone to purchase it at a marked up rate without actually purchasing the house yet. The other person essentially bought the house. That's my understanding of what he did. He bought a house with no money. because he sold it in the same breath as buying it.
Yeah. And it's perfectly legal.
Yeah, perfectly legal. That's perfectly strong. Because isn't he in trouble?
It is legal. It's legal.
Why?
Isn't he in I'm sure he's in. I read or heard that he's in some like.
No, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine,
Okay, my
bro.
bad.
Bro's in tons of debt and he's milking it.
Look, guys, the most profitable business in the world is financial engineering. As a financial engineer, you discover opportunities and you use tools to make profit on the difference between the opportunity you discover and where you sell it. So if you, for instance, I'm a maritime lawyer, by the way. Right?
Okay.
I'm doing my PhD in maritime law right now. And one of the things you can see in the maritime world is somebody wants to charter a vessel, right? So, you know IG has a vessel and he's putting it for $200,000 a night, right? And another person somewhere, he wants to sail that vessel into waters that I generally would never want my vessel to go to. But he has maybe better security or whatever, and he wants to pay me $350,000 a night, right? You can come to me and say, I will rent your vessel at 200 your price. Then you go find somebody who will pay me that 200. And then you take or you go to the person who is willing to pay, find somebody who is going to stand in between, structure the deal, and you take 150,000 a night difference between the price I'm happy for to make sure that my ship, and you go do on the side and just return my ship to me. No problem. I want 200,000 a night. That happens everywhere in every market in the world. So long as the original seller gets his price, he never is bothered about what you are selling it for, so long as the asset is not at risk. And that is what QuicTrader
He's going to do.
is going to do.